What's the link between coffee and gut? Because I'm sure everyone listening goes, "Oh yeah, I was curious about that, but I don't
Is
really want
coffee
to know."
healthy? Is it not?
Yeah, we used to think, that coffee was bad for you. This was the classic thing, wasn't it? It was associated with like the type A personality, the businessman, the broker, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, going out for the whiskey after work and all that kind of stuff. So for many years, drinking coffee, particularly black coffee, was assumed to be an unhealthy thing that would give you high blood pressure, irregular heart rate, heart attacks, and all these sorts of problems. But actually, the latest science on coffee is that essentially coffee is a health food. It's a very beneficial part of a varied plant-based diet, or any diet, to be honest. And the reason for that is probably, if you think about it, I mean, we talk about coffee as a bean. Of course, as you guys know, it's actually a fruit, isn't it? It's not technically a bean. But so the coffee is made by taking this little fruit and roasting it and turning it into a brew. And during that process, you're getting all of these plant-derived nutrients and antioxidants and polyphenols and all these beneficial substances. There's supposed to be about 1,000 different beneficial compounds or potentially biologically active compounds in every single cup of coffee. We always think about just the caffeine, but there's so many other compounds in a cup of coffee. So there was a huge review published by the British Medical Journal about 4 years ago. And in fact, on the front cover of the British Medical Journal, they have a big cup of coffee and it says, "Coffee gets a clean bill of health."
Woo!
And what they've done is I know I have a copy of it in my office, talk about, positive reinforcement. We love hearing good news about our bad habits, right? But it looked at it. It looked at the outcomes in people consuming coffee. And it was so these huge meta-analyses where they just pulled together all the high-quality studies for years, then mash all the data together and get outcomes. And what they found is that coffee drinkers, independent of their other diet and lifestyle factors, tend to be more healthy. Now, you could argue that is because for a lot of people in high-income countries eating a standard Western diet, the old cup of Joe might be the only dose of plant-based antioxidants and polyphenols and other beneficial compounds that they're getting in their day. Maybe there's some truth to that. But certainly individuals who drink coffee are, when it comes to gut health specifically, they are less likely to develop colon cancer. And the antioxidants and polyphenols and the beneficial effects that coffee might have on the gut microbiome seem to have a particular benefit for improving liver health. So people who are regular coffee drinkers are much less likely to develop serious problems with their liver, including liver cancer. So there's all of that good science and mechanistic data, and that's how we roll when we're making evidence-based recommendations. We look at the mechanistic stuff, like how does this work? How might this work? But then you look in the real world, you go, yeah, it is actually working. The people who drink coffee are healthier. So then you're onto something. But of course, there can be a downside to coffee for some people. So some people may be particularly sensitive to the caffeine that's in coffee. And they may find that it gives them a little bit of heartburn or increases their gut motility a bit too much, sends them running to the bathroom, or makes them feel nauseous. So if you find that drinking coffee actually reduces your quality of life and for you impacts negatively on your gut health or leaves you feeling jittery or interferes with your sleep or makes you feel nervous, then you're somebody who just happens to be a little bit more sensitive to caffeine. So you can get all of the other benefits from a good quality decaf. And if you just don't like coffee at all, that's fine. It's not mandatory. And of course, other beverages like herbal teas, etc., also are known to have health benefits. So, but in general, if you do like coffee, then having 2 to 3 cups of coffee per day is beneficial for your health, and is also linked to reduced risks of heart disease and stroke and other conditions and dementia.
Yes,
So it's
brilliant.
It's a health food. It's a health food, but it shouldn't be good as mandatory.
I like that.
Brilliant. You probably have about 4 cups a day, don't you? 3.
More, yeah. Personally, I drink 6 cups per day.
Just to double, you want to double the health tonic.
However, 2 to 3 cups a day is a really nice place to be.